Hi, thank you for visiting my site. I am Omar, candidate for 39th State Assembly. There are two topics that I want to address. One is public safety, which deals with Assembly Bill 109, which is the Public Safety Realignment. This law was passed last year, which basically was a solution to overcrowded prisons. But the law was so deceptive that it actually eliminated half of the prison system by releasing all these inmates back into our community. What it created is 10 to 30-day jail county sentences for many felonies. Also, I noticed that law enforcement is no longer enforcing the sex offender registration. Part of the failure to endorse or enforce registration is because this law no longer places sex offenders who fail to register and send them back to prison. They will only serve 10 to 30 days and they're back in the community. That is devastating for our community. That means that Megan Law, which is a system and law that keeps all families addressed of the sex offenders in their areas. Now there's no monitoring for sex offenders. That's a scary idea that they are possibly sex offenders roaming around in our community. Our district has been plagued with a lot of sex offenders. Part of it is because LA County Probation as well as state parole has been placing a lot of these sex offenders in our community. As your elected state assembly member, I would make every effort to put a stop to said practice and reduce the amount of sex offenders in our district. The other area that I'd like to address is higher learning. I would like to pass a law that will protect higher learning from any further cuts. Unfortunately, we're not focusing on the future of California. Tuition for UCs, state universities, and community colleges are just growing and growing. It's just nearly impossible for our kids to afford to go to college. And if we as parents, we won't be able to even pay for their education if we're forced with higher taxes ourselves. I ask the community to look at who you want to represent our district and which person represents the ideals that will preserve our district as well. I feel that I'm that leadership, and I hope that I bring a fresh mindset to the state capitol and address these issues and put a stop to many of these things that are affecting our public safety and our higher learning. So please vote for me for June the 5th, Omar Cuevas.